itsmintsalad and I saw Scooby Doo and the Monster of Mexico. It is directed by Scott Gerald, and if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. This episode is sponsored by my Fansly. You can learn more about that at the end of the review. The movie starts, we're seeing Fred and Scooby and gang. Fred is being talked to, pen pal, rather. Hello, I am from Mexico, and you're invited here, says the pen pal. And so they're going to Mexico. There's a whole process of them going to Mexico. The nice little passports. They have their passports, lucky them. And I really appreciate just the vibrant colors of this Scooby Doo movie. And also, I should mention that that family has a dog. Cute Chihuahua. I hate Chihuahuas, by the way. Any Chihuahuas that I've met in real life, they're the most yappy dog I've ever met. They are also really dumb. They don't know how to learn very quickly. Like, you pretty much have to get them when they're a puppy in order to train them any tricks, and it takes them forever to train, which is why I personally prefer big dogs, because they can actually learn tricks quicker than these Chihuahuas, which, by the way, this Chihuahua is like bark, bark, bark. Oh, I detect a monster. Oh, I'm gonna go to the monster, and it's a big old glowing guy, a chupacabra, El Chupacabra. So that's the monster. And immediately, the monster's name is El Chupacabra, and I'm like, why did they not decide to call the movie Scooby Doo and El Chupacabra Scooby Doo del Chupacabra? I think that means of the. It's been a while since I've had to do a Spanish assignment. I've only taken like a year or two of Spanish, so I know some things that this movie decided to, not to use to advantage of the jokes. For example, we have the Scooby Gang. They go to Mexico. They go to this guy's villa, basically, as a nice little hotel, and he's like, "Hello, look, I have my family. I have all of these children in the pool, and they all like jump in the pool. Scooby does, especially. He's a nice little dog. Dogs love to swim in water, except for when they don't. Dogs are very picky about swimming in the water. But anyway, we also have this guy, Fred's pen pal. He's like, there's a lot of times where he's like, how do you say this thing in English? And it's like, first of all, you already said the thing in English, okay? If I were a comedy writer in the Scooby-Doo team, you know what I would propose? Because this is probably the only phrase that I remember from Spanish class, mainly because it means how do you say, and it's like something you gotta ask, like, hey, how do I say this in Spanish, right? So it's like, you can just say como se dice, and then thing in English. It's very funny because they're saying the thing, how do you say the thing in Spanish, and they already know how to say the thing in English. Hilarious joke. Wow, ha ha, I'm so much funnier than these Scooby-Doo writers. Oh my goodness, I'm a comedy genius. No, I'm not. I just think it was a missed opportunity from the Scooby-Doo team of writers to not write that. Oh yeah, by the way, another thing that I have contention with. So this guy is like, oh yeah, we have siestas, and then, fiesta then a siesta. So I was like, okay, my first thought was, that's a Spanish thing. And so I was like, I had to look this up because Mexico's basically originally came from Spain, and wow, Spanish colonizers now in Mexico, pretty much. And I was like, okay, that tradition could just come from them, from Spain. And so I looked it up. That tradition has been abolished pretty much almost everywhere because of how the working society works now. What year are you taking place in, Scooby-Doo? It was abolished in when was abolished? Anyway, siestas abolished. I'm like, you know what, that's fine. A little bit culture, there's some culture being taught in the Scooby-Doo episode. They have to find the mystery, and they're being chased by a monster, and the monster's kind of scary, and it's like, oh no, what could this monster be doing here? Why? Is there a monster here? He's scaring away all of our tourists. And it turns out that guy, the monster, it's a guy. It's a guy specifically trying to scare all of those, that guy's villa's, I'm blanking on the word, tourists, customers. Yes, he's trying to scare away all them customers so he can buy it for cheap and then like have a nice little villa that's really beautiful. And I'm like, ah yes, this guy, I don't know if this is legal. Luckily he gets arrested. And luckily the Scooby Doo gang have a nice little mystery that's solved. And I do appreciate colors. I already mentioned that. I appreciate the colors. I just mentioned it again because everything's so vibrant. Like there's a lot of daytime shots that are just like super colorful. And there's like some like some like culture being taught, Mexican culture, some of it, by Scooby Doo. Versus like, I don't know, tell me about like how Mexico got started. Like, tell me that, please. You didn't teach me this, Scooby Doo. I just happen to know already because I took a class, but I forgot all the knowledge, so I guess I don't know actually on the top of my head. Scooby Doo, why did you teach me the history of Mexico? You just only to tell, blah, blah, blah. You're only gonna tell me specific stuff? Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Come on, man. Where's the cool food? I like food. Show me all the food that's there, okay? You know, I don't think the Scooby Doo movie is a good history lesson. So, and I'm supposed to learn stuff from Scooby Doo. That's always been the case. Well, that's never been the case. I don't think Scooby Doo is a good representation of what happens in history or anything, but it's fun. It's a fun and fine movie, but there's some things that I really just hated because I was like, oh, there's better opportunities for better writing here. Sorry about that, dude. So I gotta give this movie a solid 6 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. YouTube really likes that. You can also like, comment, subscribe, share this video with everyone you know. The ultimate goal of this channel is for me to become an expert movie reviewer, so if I haven't reviewed it on a channel, there's a chance I haven't even seen it at all. If you'd like to request a movie in the comments below, you can do that. You can fast track a movie review at patreon.com/ASEPresents. $20 a month for one movie review per 1 month, $3 a month on how to draw Pokemon tutorials, all at patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you'd like to help support the daily grindiness of all these daily movie reviews, you go to this link tree to find the way that you can help support the daily grindiness. So go here. And until next time, I'm Mint Salad Saw. I'll see you later, my salad croutons, bacon bits.